Medio! Here again, new day, new video. And today I've got an exciting one for you guys, especially for you gamers. As most of you all know, that tomorrow is the launch of the new game, Watch Dogs 2. I'm very excited about this one, and another good reason for me to be excited about this one is because I was lucky enough to go to Watch Dogs 2, Ubisoft's launch event for Watch Dogs 2 in central London over the weekend at Google's office. It was great. I got this hoodie which says Watch Dogs 2 on it. They didn't give us copies of the game, unfortunately. We got hoodies, but it gave me a great chance to play the game, have some first-hand experience playing the game, and it was incredible. Can't wait for you guys to get your chance to play the game from tomorrow. I can't wait to get my copy of the game either. But for you guys that don't know what Watch Dog is or have never played Watch Dog, it is a Grand Theft Auto style game in an open world, but you become this vigilante hacker and try to hack large companies and corporations that take people's personal information, their data, and use it for their company gain. So you become this kind of hacktivist against these huge corporations in the first game. In Watch Dogs 2, it is a sequel of the first game, set in San Francisco, and you become this new hacker called Marcus Holloway. You don't play the original character, you're this new guy called Marcus Holloway. He's very charismatic, and if you have him idolised on your screen for a while, if you go away, go to the toilet, make some food, come back, you'll probably find that he's busting some moves in the middle of the game in San Francisco somewhere, and it is really cool to watch him do that. For you guys that have played Watch Dog, the original game, some of the annoyances about the first game is that you end up doing the same thing over and over again after a certain while. So you do a lot of repetitive things, so much repetition in the first game, which kind of puts it down a little bit on my views of the game. But Watch Dogs 2 is the same but different. It is very similar to the first original Watch Dogs game, but there's more variation. You don't find yourself doing the same thing over and over again. There's a hugely widely variation, if that makes sense. There's a wide variation of things to do in the game. You always find yourself going to new places, hacking new things, doing different stuff all the time. So I feel that Watch Dogs 2 is what Watch Dogs 1 should have been, but now it is. Now we've got this new game that's the better version of the first game. When I say a better version, I previously mentioned that it's a sequel. I feel this is not really a sequel. I feel this is a better version of the first game. The second game is not Watch Dogs 2 in my point of view, it's Watch Dogs 2.0. It is a better version of the first game. I say that, and I say it's not a sequel to the first game because it's a completely different storyline, different character. There is a few references in the second game that references back to the first game, but the main thing is you don't need to know what happens in the first game to kind of get a storyline in the second game. It's not one of those games where you have to go back, play the first game all the way through, then play the second game. If you've not played the first game, you can buy the second game tomorrow and play it. You will not have any issues. Another reason why I say it's Watch Dogs 2.0 instead of a sequel is that even though you're a new character in a new place in San Francisco, you're doing the same thing. You are hacking. You're this vigilante hacker hacking these large corporations again because they're using people's personal data for their own gain. So it's the same kind of storyline. You're doing the same thing, but it's different because there's a wider variation of activities going on in the game. Storylines is different. The good thing I like about Watch Dogs 2 is that when you start the storyline, it gets straight into the action. There's no slow introduction to it, you get straight into the action. Marcus Holloway becomes a part of this hacktivist group called DedSec. Actually, one second. DedSec, there we are. That's the hacktivist group that Marcus Holloway is part of. Boom. DedSec is kind of like a lighter, more lightly-hearted version of Anonymous, the real-life hacktivist group. So that's what DedSec is kind of based on. Throughout the game, the group dives into various things like smart homes and cities, corrupt government officials, Scientology-like religions. So there's quite a wide range of things going on. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. I'm trying to keep it a bit vague here because I don't want to spoil any of the storyline. Because Watch Dogs 2 is not in Chicago, it's in San Francisco, it kind of go around this ideology of hacking into privacy, especially around Silicon Valley with all the tech companies that are there. Watch Dogs 2 uses that kind of ideology and pushes it into the game of this whole privacy thing that goes on in the real world in Silicon Valley and being a hacktivist that hacks that. So it's a really cool concept they've got going. About the gameplay in general, the graphics look immense. They look better than the first. The gameplay is really fluid, it's really responsive, they've amped everything up from the original game. It's what you would have hoped for Watch Dogs to be. I would recommend the second game to you guys. As I said, it's not completely a sequel, it's more of an update to the first game, if that's how you want to put it. And it's worth the buy. I personally feel it's worth the buy. What I'm going to do, if you guys want to see more gameplay, I'm going to link the trailer below. If you feel like this video has helped you and gave you a bit of an insight about Watch Dogs 2, so I don't want to go too detailed about it because obviously the game's not out till tomorrow and everyone that wants to play the game, I didn't want to spoil it for you guys. But if you feel like this has helped you, give you a bit of an insight about the game, whether you want to get it or wait for a little bit, please like the video, comment below, share it with your friends who you feel would like the game or thinking about the game or have played the game. Please share it, comment and like, I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to find more tech, more reviews coming up soon. I'm going to leave some links below for the game. If you haven't pre-ordered it, if you want to purchase it, there'll be links below. But for now, have a great day. See you again soon, hopefully. If you pre-order the game and you get it tomorrow, enjoy it because it's going to be a great game for you guys. Don't know why I'm doing this, but hopefully I'll see you in the next video.